And we back. Yes, y'all, you have read the title correctly. We are watching some Rico Dowdle stuff. Why? Because the same reason we've been watching the other retrospectives. We'll just go ahead and let this play. Rico going to be the running back for the duration of the film session. Duh.
It's fact.
So the whole point of me making these videos is to see, can the player that we saw on film be the dude that we see as a Cowboy now? And Rico Dowdle has had a very interesting life as a Cowboy, because he's always been somebody that the front office loved and had faith in, right? But Rico Dowdle was hurt guy. And then when Rico Dowdle was healthy guy, he was dealing with like the depth chart stuff. But this whole time they just kept Rico Dowdle around. And I wonder if the Cowboys are aware of the patient game that they had to play, right? Like, this wasn't just a situation where, all right, you're a undrafted free agent, you're here for your second year and that third restricted free agent year, so we're just gonna move on from that. Like, I wonder if the Cowboys had this plan that, hey man, we're gonna take Rico, continue to develop him and put him in the weight room, and we're going to just invest in Rico. We're just gonna invest and just take our time, and whenever he's ready to go, is going to pay off on us, because we have Rico Dowdle for $38 a year and he's now this guy. I wonder if that was the Cowboys mindset in this whole thing. But let's see. Rico Dowdle at running back. He's always been a violent character. Rico Dowdle has always been a tough runner. And if I could just pause and be real for a second, get my war call ready. The way he runs might be why he always hurt. Keeping the buck with you. But Rico Dowdle runs hard. I know that we're looking for diversity in the running back room and you want to eliminate the redundancies in it, right? But we got a bunch of dudes that just run hard. Like Zeke runs hard. Ronald Jones ain't here no more. Royce Freeman runs hard. Hunter Lipke runs hard. Rico Dowdle probably got more juice out of those last two guys, but Rico Dowdle is definitely run hard guy, right? And look, this is Alabama. It's Alabama when Alabama defenses, meant a little something, right? But breaking a tackle here, boom, hitting the hole, breaking a tackle here, thinking that he's down, right? Almost getting his helmet pulled off, dealing with those two guys, right? Getting up, bam, continuing to run through that, boom, a couple more y'all getting into the fray, right? It's just interesting because we would see this in spurts. As Rico Dowdle would come in when Tony Pollard was coming out, we would see this in spurts, but Rico would just never be on the field long enough to get his get his rhythm going, to get his groove going, right? A nasty stiff arm here from Rico Dowdle, making somebody's head tumble here, boom. We just never see Rico get into the groove. And another thing that we saw from Rico last year. Prior to last year, we couldn't run screens to save our life. We just weren't a great running back passing team, And look, look, I'm saying that with Tony Pollard as one of your running backs, right? Tony Pollard, in my personal opinion, and y'all can tell me if I'm tripping or whatever, right? But Tony Pollard never lived up to his expectation as a pass catching running back in this system. We always wanted Tony to line up at receiver sometimes and to make those backfield catches or whatnot. But Tony wasn't really used to his fullest potential, which would make you question some of the offensive play calling here. Last year, we finally started to run screens. We finally started to throw the football to the running back and not just a, dump off or not just a check down type deal, right? Rico Dowdle was the guy. It's crazy because we've been vouching for Tony Pollard to be the pass catching guy this entire time. A little bit of vision from Rico Dowdle right here. We've been vouching for Tony Pollard to be the pass catching guy this whole time, just for Rico to be the dude that would catch a screen and make a big play, would catch a wheel route and make a big play, catch a swing and make a big play. And we just don't see Rico catch the ball no more, right? So even in South Carolina, when Rico Dowdle was a superhero, he was out here catching the ball, right? So that's the whole point of this thing, right? Like, can the college version of you, Rico running hard right here, can the college version of you appear in your Cowboy life right now? Well, we know Rico got some hard running in him. We know Rico got some catching in him. Rico got some blocking in him. I forgot to include that. Rico even got some big play on him, man. I think we've seen Rico look just like this before. It's just that we're not using him. So I don't know, man. Maybe we gotta have a conversation about this. Goal line Rico. Here we go. Boom. Maybe we gotta have a conversation about Rico's usage. Never mind this player identifier right here. This is Christian Harris. He played for the Texans right now. It's Christian Harris. So I had to find a Christian Harris film to find some Rico Dowdle film. All right, so just ignore that. But maybe Rico's gonna be fine here. Maybe Rico's gonna be fine here. And I think Rico, the only thing that can hold Rico back is politics and rollover seniority. Okay, if y'all watch my show, you know what I'm talking about. You watch my show, you kind of know where I'm going with that, with politics and rollover seniority. If it's a situation where there's not a bunch of politicking and there's not a bunch of rollover seniority, I think we'll be fine here. I think we'll be fine. I got faith in Rico as a ball player. Do I got faith in Rico as like a running back one? Nah, but Devin Singletary is a pretty good playoff running back, and we're fine here. You know what I mean? Pick up pick a team that doesn't have a running back number one, and look at what Tampa Bay, Rashad White. They won a playoff game with him playing running back. Isaiah Pacheco gets a lot of hype because he plays for the Chiefs, but at the end of the day, he's still a 7th round pick, right? He's still a 7th round pick. And when he's not on the field, Jerick McKinnon's making things shake, I think you can get things done with I don't want to say nonsense at running back, but like non-studs at running back. I think you can do it. Can the Cowboys do it? I don't know. I would love to see our run scheme improve. I would love to see our offensive line take strides to improvement. But if this is just Rico versus the field and we somehow combine, Deuce in there and Zeke is sparingly used and he's not turning into some bell cow guy, I even think that Royce has a role here, right? And assuming that Hunter Lipke doesn't fumble on the goal line, things like that. I think Rico may be the best running back in your room right now. He may be the best running back in your room right now. He's definitely a tenured member. I know we don't see him. We don't see him on the we don't see him on the field very much. But this is like his 4th year or something like that. And he's finally what you would call relatively healthy. So, hey man, Rico Dowdle is your time. Technically, relatively, but it's all up to Mike McCarthy and his squad, and that's going to determine Rico's usage. All right, I ain't want to hold y'all too long, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. I got a couple more film sessions I want to share with y'all, and we'll cross that bridge whenever we get there. Y'all hold it down for the dose of Walter Peace and Whiskey. Till next time, peace.